You already know, man. It's Teefy Bey here in Miami Beach, man. Reporting live with Nolazine TV. Straight out New Orleans type shit. Philly, New Orleans. You already know what's up, man.
I'm like, tell them where you from.
South Philly, Philadelphia, man. Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, however you want to call it, man. City of brotherly love. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia, man. Teefy Bey. Let's get it.
Okay. So growing up, I'm like, who influenced you for us to start making music?
Early in my days, it was people like Rob Bass, It Take Two, did dancing at block parties and shit like that as a kid. Kane, Kumo D, a lot of Biggie, Big Pun, Tupac, NWA, a lot of those guys early. And then once Philly popped off, a lot of Philly artists start influencing me too as a youngin'. Major figures, Beanie Siegel, Eve, Ram Squad, you know, different Philly legends, man, you know, The Roots, Black Thought.
I'm like, speaking on Beanie Siegel.
Yeah.
So what happened between y'all?
He was on some bullshit, you know what I mean? Let the music change his heart and things like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, everybody supposed to be brothers and things like that, but he let the music get the best of him and that shit wasn't thorough, you know what I'm saying? So it went down at the Bad Boy Reunion joint, you know what I mean?
He did it from Puffy.
Puffy wasn't there, but it was that Puffy event, yeah, you already know, but it was that real at the time, you know what I'm saying? And it had to happen regardless, and it went down, and you know what I mean? I'm not apologetic about it, none of that type shit. It just was some shit that had to go down at the time.
Also, do you have any projects coming up?
I do. I just started rapping. I got my shit coming out. It ain't really titled yet or nothing like that, but I got about 30 tracks in the cut that I've been, you know what I mean, working on. And I'm just ready to bust them over the head real quick.
Also, do you have any features on them brand new projects coming up?
Yeah, I got E-Ness, old Bad Boy label. Yeah, E-Ness out of Philly, I got him. I got Spado, OG from Philly, Major Figures. I got, who else I got on this joint? I got some niggas on this joint. I got some features coming too.
So far as your city, do you feel like you have to move out your city? Once your music career, reach a certain, level?
Yeah, I think you should. Everybody, whoever can get that bread up and get out the hood, I think they should. But never forget about the hood. Always reach back, be active in the community with community organizations and things like that. But not letting the streets get the best of you and falling victim to the streets so your career can stop. You know what I'm saying? You want your career to keep escalating, keep going farther, you know what I'm saying? By being in the hood, being trapped in the hood, especially Philly, you'll wind up dead or in jail. You know what I mean? So if you make it, you blessed, try to move your family and your kids or yourself.
Far as your city, do you feel like other artists in your city support one another?
Sometimes, depending on who you are, what area you from, who you affiliated with and things like that, you'll get the support. But if you're not really attached to nobody or a certain movement or culture, you really won't get all the recognition that you deserve. So you just gotta keep grinding harder than the next man, you know?
Okay. So far as you, who are you affiliated with?
I'm affiliated with the whole city because I'm a big staple and they ain't really affiliated with me. I'm a big person in my city, even though I don't have the money that a lot of people have. My connection and my respect reach out to everybody in the city as far as Lil Uzi, with Generation Now, with Don Cannon and Drama, that's family. P&B Rock, that's family, and Meek, you know what I'm saying? Meek just was the first one to get on first, you know, and I just been with him since day one. Like, not day one, probably like day two when his music career blew up because I was locked up when Flamers and all that stuff had dropped. But as soon as he got signed with Ross and all that stuff, I was basically right there.
Okay. So, what is your relationship with Meek Mill right now?
Me and Meek, we definitely not best friends, but we best homies. You know what I'm saying? I should say, good niggas from the street. We known each other forever. My aunt used to mess with his uncle and things like that. So we developed our own relationship outside of that. You know what I'm saying? It's been a real good thing. You know what I mean? He helped me with my label, my artist, Lil Nizzy. Let him perform at his shows and things like that. Open up for 20, 30,000 people. So he showed all the love, you know what I'm saying, that he's supposed to the hood, to the upcoming artists and everything. He do it all the time, not just with Nizzy, with multiple up-and-coming artists in Philly. But me and him is definitely good. We on good terms, you know what I'm saying, and it just, we growing, you know what I mean? I started the petition for me to get released. Do for Self Fine Print. We helped start that petition that went viral. So, you know what I mean? I'm always be a part of Meek life, man. You know what I mean? He part of my life. Ain't no getting around it. You know what I mean? We family.
As far as your artist, but I see that he had got shot or something like that, right?
Yeah, Lil Nizzy.
So what's going on with him like right now?
Right now he still in paraplegic. Right now he's working, trying to get himself back together. He got paralyzed. So he really just need a whole lot of medical attention. That's what he's been seeking, and just trying to get back mentally too. You know what I mean? Because it fucked his mind up a little bit.
What do you feel like is the best song that you have released so far? And I'm telling people why.
I only released 3 songs so far. Smacking Rap was my first one. That was the best joint. One of the best ones, like coming out the gate, because it was like real bad gimmicky, and people really ain't believe me. So Smacking Rap was the one that really stabilized me as a rapper. And the best one I think now is All This Pain, because I'm really talking to the streets, I'm talking to the struggle, I'm letting people hear my struggle and don't talk to me. That joint was alright, but it was like a street anthem type joint. But All This Pain, that was like more me, more feelings in it and all that. So that's my best one, All This Pain.
Okay. So what's your advice to a younger artist that's trying to follow in your footsteps?
Just be a boss, because I came in, I wasn't really a rapper, and I see that a lot of rappers don't get the money and stuff that they deserve from the labels and stuff like that. So just be a boss, you know what I mean? Be your own label, start your own label, and try to push through on the independent side first before anything. Run that all the way up till you can't run it up no more. Look at Meek, you know what I mean? He just ran his, independent as an artist type joint. Now he just signed with Jay-Z to help other people out. So be your own boss first. Don't try to be nobody else's boss. Put yourself on, then try to reach back, you know what I'm saying? And help other people on a sincere level once you all the way built up.
So what do you enjoy most about being one rapper? And also, what do you hate most about being a rapper?
What I enjoy about being a rapper is, being around the fans and touching the people, performing, shit like that. What I hate being about is just being in the gossip columns and people make shit up on you as you go throughout your day. Shit they tell you about you don't even know about. You know what I mean? That's what I hate being about a rapper, just people will make anything up.
So what's the weirdest or funniest thing that you have been asked during one interview?
I really didn't get too many weird joints, but motherfuckers that shoot from the hip, some joints I can't even answer sometimes. Zach TV, he was giving up a real interview. I probably had one of the last interviews with Zach TV. He came to Philly and interviewed me and Lil Nizzy. And he was asking some off the wall shit. Zach TV, that nigga asked the craziest questions ever. But yeah, I mean, probably with Zach, you know what I mean? He's a real nigga. He want to get to the bottom of it. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to him. You know what I mean?
So growing up in your environment, how did that impact your music?
Oh man, a whole lot, because if it wasn't for my environment, I wouldn't be able to tell the story that I could tell, you know what I mean, in my music, because of my environment, you know what I mean? So it impacted a lot.
Okay. Also, 3 years from now, where do you see your music career going?
Shit, I think it's gonna do what it do, man. I think I'm gonna be one of the last successful street artists that come out, because my story is authentic and it's real, and you could go back and look it up and all that type shit authentic, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that with a lot of these new rappers now. They just come out the blue and nobody know who they is, where they from, what they represent. My story, you could go back for decades and know that I'm a product of my environment. I'm a real nigga.
If you wasn't doing music, tell the people what you'll be doing.
Shit, I'll be in the streets like the rest of the people that ain't doing nothing positive. I be selling drugs. I be probably robbing niggas, taking niggas shit. I probably just be in my bag. I probably be one of those type guys, locked up, dead. You know what I'm saying? Music really saved my life. You know what I'm saying? Like starting the label and all that, that saved my life because I ain't had nothing else to do but the streets. You know what I mean? I wasn't no ball player, none of that type shit. So I've been getting locked up since the age of 13. Juvenile bid. Did my first juvenile bid in Texas. You know what I'm saying? 2 years. So like, yeah, I've been in the streets all my life. My mom had 9 kids. I ain't had no other reason. I mean, I had to feed myself, you know, growing up. But, you know, as the time got older, you know, I seen other rappers from my city getting on and stuff like that. I decided to start my own label and try to help my friends out that was rapping and stuff like that in the hood.
Like, for your label, I'm like, do for self. So, like, when did it start? And and also, how did you come up with it?
It started like I came up with the idea like 2010, but it really started like 2012, 2013 once I got out of prison, and it go back all the way to the 60s with the Nation of Islam and stuff like that. My grandfather and them, they was in the Black Mafia and all that in Philly, and the FOI, the Nation of Islam, told them to do for self. Go out, get a meal, bring it back home and feed your brothers and your sisters and your children and your mothers and your fathers. So everybody had a role to go out and earn, not just sit in the house and wait for somebody to give you a handout, wait for the cheese line and things like that back then. So it comes from all the way back there within the 70s and the 60s. But I took it and made it into a hip-hop culture thing because everybody in the game always looking for a handout and this and that, and I practice do for self. Go out here, make your own music and distribute it yourself and collect your own money. And you don't gotta wait for a handout, nobody give you no money. So that's why I named it Do for Self.
So I'm like growing up in Philly. So for the people who don't know, so how was it like?
Crazy as shit. I grew up in the motherfucking 90s, early 90s, late 80s. This shit was crazy. 2000s, all gangbang shit. Niggas getting smoked, people getting high, crack, motherfuckers on wet, heroin, pills, syrup, everything. Philadelphia, motherfuckers get high off everything. So I grew up coming out my front door to all that madness every day in South Philly. You know what I mean? So it was crazy.
Okay. So like if you had like one message to give your fans, can you tell them like what would that be?
Hey man, just don't tell nobody, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. You know what I'm saying? Do you, just push forward, no matter who it is. Don't give a fuck if it's your cousin, your brothers, your aunts. Motherfucker telling you can't do something, prove them wrong. You know what I'm saying? Do you. Don't let nobody guide your future. You know what I'm saying? Take force and power over your own self. You know?
So we saw you in like Meek out in LA and y'all ran across Safari.
Yeah.
So what made you like chase Safari around?
He was talking shit on the internet and all that shit, and we seen the bitch ass nigga while we was out there going to college party, and we just ran down on him. You know what I mean? Veteran style. You already know.
Tell everybody where to find you and also where to find your music.
You can find me at CEO_do-for-self_ENT on Instagram. And my music is Teefy Bey, man. That's my name. You can just type my name in Teefy Bey and it's gonna pop up. You already know.